Legiō. Legiō is a two-player abstract strategy game that places you in the role of a Roman commander. Using a single set of components, the game offers two distinct tactical modes built on the same system. Fortification Mode, players build defenses. Assault Mode, players dismantle the opponent's defenses. Core concepts: turn structure. The first player takes one action on the opening turn. After that, players alternate, taking two actions per turn. Pieces: each player controls two Legion units that move any distance orthogonally, and two Auxilia units that move any distance diagonally. Units may jump over pieces in empty spaces but must always land on a legal space for the current mode. Players also have outposts and strongholds, which shape control of the board. The intersection mechanic. An intersection is created when at least two of your unit's movement lines point to the same space from different directions. Units on the same line do not form an intersection. Fortification Mode. The game begins with an empty board. The goal is to create 5 consecutive outposts on your half of the board, horizontally, vertically, or diagonally. On your turn, you may place, move, or remove units, and place outposts or strongholds. Units must land either on an empty space or on any stronghold. You may place an outpost on an empty space that lies at an intersection. You may place a stronghold on your opponent's side if the space is at an intersection and currently contains one of their outposts, which is replaced by your stronghold. Strongholds are permanent, and either player may land units on them. Assault Mode. Each player begins with their half of the board completely filled with outposts. The goal is to create 5 consecutive empty spaces on your opponent's half of the board, horizontally, vertically, or diagonally. On your turn, you may place, move, or remove units and place strongholds. Units must land either on one of your own outposts or on any stronghold. You may remove an opponent's outpost if it lies at an intersection and is not occupied by a unit. You may place a stronghold on your own side on an empty space at an intersection. Strongholds are permanent, and both players may land on them. Both modes use the same pieces and movement system, yet create two distinct strategic experiences. In Fortification Mode, play is calmer and more deliberate. You build structure on your own side with limited direct conflict. Strategy centers on timing your placements, managing your shrinking mobility, and using strongholds in your opponent's territory to reshape movement and slow progress. In Assault Mode, the game becomes a tighter, more positional struggle. You operate mostly from your own side while removing your opponent's structure to open a breach. Each removal expands your advantage and reduces their landing options, while strongholds stabilize your defense but also create new movement routes for both players.